We are live right now. Today is August 28th, 2025. This
You want to
this is
update your
house.
background?
What?
You want to update your background?
Update my background?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like it. I want people to
Okay.
see
Just
where I'm at,
thought
what
it
I'm
was
doing.
different.
um, yeah, I probably should. I probably should update it. People don't want to see that. Plus, now I've got my screen in the way. I tried to move it out. Um, Yeah, this is House Calls Home Insurance Podcast. Myself, Ryan Dunstan, East Main Street Insurance, and then we've got the talented Chris Kamara with Cobalt Insurance Services. We're spanning from Grass Valley to Roseville to
All
pretty
over the
much
foothills.
all over the foothills.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got a lot of issues that always arise, and we want to try and help insureds with getting a hold of an agent. And I know it's hard these days to get them on the phone, right?
Yeah.
So
We just want to be a resource and answer questions for people.
that's I think why we started this. Let's help people. Let's
Mm-hmm.
answer questions and see what we can do to help them out. Got a couple people that liked our post, but I didn't see any actual questions that came up. I shared it with a local group that's here in Grass Valley that kind of just asks questions to the masses in the area. Haven't gotten any traction on that yet. Have you? You said you're going to try and reach out to. Did you have anyone?
I didn't have any time this week to do that, but
Okay,
we are going to do that.
it's been busy. I feel
It's
like.
been very busy, and I feel like we're quoting more now. The frequency has picked up for sure.
What is it? New purchase, non-renewals? Like, what are you?
It's
seeing?
it's a good mix of new purchase and non-renewals.
Do you feel like there's more education time that is coming up? Like, are you
Absolutely.
okay?
Absolutely. There's a lot of questions from people about coverages. The E&S market is definitely not standard. So there's different water damage coverages, wildfire deductible coverages for these E&S carriers. It's really just educating the client and letting them make the decision of where they want to take more risk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just chatted with someone today, because it was with an E&S carrier. The deductible is $25,000 for wildfire versus the 20 with Fair Plan. The savings was around $700 a year to have just one carrier with the E&S versus the Fair Plan and the other one. So not much savings, but think with the opportunity to have one carrier, one policy, the claims response, I'm presuming is going to be better. I do have a few open claims right now with Fair Plan, and it's taking a lot longer. It's just one house claim. I mean, it's not like a total loss like down in Altadena or a large thing or anything. But I think just in general, these E&S carriers are sending it out to a third-party administrator to handle.
Well, also the thing is that even when you bind a new policy, it's one inspection versus two.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got the Fair Plan and whatever the companion policy is. They're both going to do their own inspection, completely separate of each other.
Right.
Whereas the E&S carrier is going to do one inspection and that'll cover everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen yet or looked at too many inspections, but if that same inspector is possibly doing it for both companies, I think Millennium and there's a couple other companies I can't think of off the top of my head, but they probably have to make separate reports for that.
Yeah, absolutely do. Sorry, making a quick adjustment here.
No, that's fine.
Definitely. It's another friction point that is worth considering these days.
Yeah.
We had a quote here as an example about an hour ago. We had a quote here in West Roseville, and the premium we could find was $4,500 with one carrier for a home that shouldn't be anywhere near that. Should be like $1,200, $1,300. It's a rental property. We went everywhere we could, Fair Plan, etc. We found another carrier that'll do it. Not Delos. Delos was $4,500. Sorry, not the Fair Plan. And they're at $2,200, and that was rough. I mean, we're shopping all over the ENS market. It's a moving target now. So we're really manually shopping across our ENS markets to get the best pricing coverage we can for our clients.
Mm-hmm. And because you said it was tenanted, are you still adjusting coverages like on personal property and liability? Like, when you made those adjustments, were they even something that were premium bearing to make it?
No, the only time we adjust coverages like that is with the Fair Plan because the total insured value is at $3 billion.
Mm-hmm.
And usually we take that out of the personal property and keep the coverage for the building and structures itself.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing, or you do something a little different?
I guess it just depends on the carrier, Yeah. I guess it depends on the carrier.
Well, ENS carriers where they cap out a certain amount and you can put coverages in different areas, not Fair Plan.
Yeah, so with Delos, you can make those changes. You can go the percentages. You can't take it all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
But like OB has that, where you can kind of just toggle either the personal property or loss of use. So
got it.
Liability as well too.
How many ENS markets do you shop on a regular basis? Do you know? Like, I feel like it's a significant amount for me.
Depends. I would say if it's a rental, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 companies.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a primary, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All on the ENS side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and then actually I had more than 8 because I forgot about. I feel like there's other carriers too, like the WOWs and now Arrowhead came out with something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll casually put it out to like Lux or those other high value companies because, well, even WOWs, they're like, oh, well, we want the 1 million, coverage A limit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I just don't feel like their pricing is really would line up with someone in that realm.
It all depends on the property, right? It's property dependent. Because there's places where WOWs is significantly cheaper, and then there's places where the Fair Plan is significantly cheaper.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I would say there's about 10 if it's just their primary resident or secondary residence that I go to.
I just counted in total admitted and non-admitted carriers for home. We're shopping. Well, we have access to 19 different carriers.
Right.
That's pretty crazy.
But
and
ENS,
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ENS carriers. Yeah.
Nice.
Across all occupancies.
Yeah. Yeah. That auto carrier, a totally separate subject, but that auto carrier, I guess our wholesaler had tried to shop it out for Model Line, and they got to this block, and it was because the premium was over 10,000. So they said that's why they got the block. So basically, the carrier didn't want it.
Oh yeah.
Just nuts. That's just the market, I guess, right now.
Auto is rough. It's. I mean, there's less markets to shop auto right now, and it's pricey everywhere. I get calls on a regular basis, and I'll tell someone whether or not they are, in line with the market, or if they should really start shopping around, or if we can help them.
Normally, you can help them. I like your little your photo shoot the other day. That was good.
Yeah, we got our team photos and started updating, and now we got to update our email signatures.
Nice.
Rebranding is a big deal. There's a lot of moving pieces to rebrand.
Right.
Excuse me.
Well, I just quickly checked the Department of Insurance's press release to see if there's anything that's on there. Nothing since August 8th. So that's interesting. Normally they have something a few times a week. What was the other thing? Oh, the FAIR Plan. They released the actual admittance to being behind on the renewals.
Which is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't a bulletin that went out, but it was just more of like an admittance of, hey, we're behind on July and August. We're doing our best to get things done. If you have anything that comes up, here's a tip sheet of what you can do. Which is huge. And I feel like having just that acknowledgement has been appreciated, because there are some clients that they think we're blowing smoke and there's no way that like the renewal is not released. Like, like you're crazy. That can't happen, you know? So having to show them that acknowledgement has been kind of nice.
I'm looking on their website right now, and the last bulletin published was July of 25, July 2nd.
Yeah.
On the bulletins, and then 8/19 was an earthquake webinar, so nothing for us there. No new updates there either.
So did you get that renewal insurance delays email?
I didn't.
Okay.
You should forward that to me. I want to take a look at it.
I will, because honestly, like there's a couple other partners, State Farm partners and just other agency partners in general that I chat with, and they were like, no way. And I was like, yeah, it came. And I could share the screen too, but it's kind of nice. It like just says, you know, what you need to know about the renewals, that they're working diligently on it. Policy will remain in effect. This actually kind of affected me too, because I had a client that I issued a renewal for because he didn't want to wait for this. And then I literally got the renewal. We issued it in July on like the 15th. And I got his renewal August 25th, yesterday. And he was like, what is this? And I was like, oh, this is your renewal that we
Yep.
This is your renewal that we issued back in July, so you don't need to pay that. But I didn't update my system, not thinking that it would be renewed, you know?
Right.
So that was a fun thing, because it's like, well, how do you put processes in place so it doesn't happen again? You can't really think it's going to happen.
So we got one FAIR Plan on Wednesday. I'm pulling it up right now. And it took 5 months for this endorsement to get processed. So the client went from, it was a new purchase, and they leased it back to the owner for 6 months. And then they moved into it. We had to endorse it to change the occupancy and the coverages.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bill for it, like $1,800. And then client mailed overnight in a check. They cashed that check, kept that money, but didn't process the endorsement until, what is this date? Yesterday, the 27th.
Oh, wow.
And that's a rarity. I don't come across this very much.
Yeah, I would say that there's going to be those rarity instances.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have something that you can't really prepare for, which is unfortunate, because sometimes it's almost like the universe knows that it's putting this rarity type of instance on someone that's going to, you know, really kind of have you a little.
Well, what we do for the client is we document all interaction with the FAIR Plan, and if we ever need to go back, we could say, hey, this is, you know, we've got proof, client paid it, you cashed the check, we've got all this correspondence, and you would think it would work out, right, if there ever was a need.
Right.
So I wonder who got this communication, because it didn't go out to everybody.
I got it twice, which is kind of just crazy.
So I didn't get it. A couple others didn't get it, and you got it twice.
Yeah. The great thing is the payment giving you that 45-day grace period. Huge.
Yeah, we did that for a number of clients in July.
Yeah. So I got actually one the other day where I'm trying to remember now what it was for, but the renewal had come and it was a rewrite because I brokered it over, and they got another extension on top of that, which was just kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
They did have that how to view policy documents page that was on here, so that was kind of cool. But yeah.
You talking about the broker side? No,
the broker side, yeah, of what you got to do. I didn't see if there was any new headway on the Prop 103 ballot. It was odd. I was picking up my daughter yesterday, and casually, obviously, it comes up what I did, and he was talking about, he's like, why can't insurance carriers just come back into the market? And I said, oh, because of Prop 103. He's like, oh, what is that? So I'm like, oh, now this is an awkward area to talk about insurance, but out on the child's playground.
But it's top of mind for a lot of people, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, yeah, whenever you're paying $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for your home insurance, and you used to pay $1,000, $2,000.
Oh yeah, completely agree.
You want to make sure that you can know and understand what it's going to take in order to get your price down. And that was another thing. I'm just talking in circles now. Like, a realtor is coming to me and they're like, they have a client that they're getting insurance for, and I give her the quotes. And this guy's from Maryland, and he's like, I want to understand where they're writing, like where the fire map is, like where the premiums are. It doesn't exist.
There's a million maps. Each carrier uses their own thing.
There's no way to say this house is 8,000 and the house next door is 7. Like, it just doesn't correlate like that.
Yep, I agree.
So yeah, no, I don't see any movement on the Prop 103. Getting back to that,
I just Googled for it. I didn't see anything either.
Still says it's a long shot. Yeah, it'd be cool if they had an actual like ballots, because they needed 500,000 ballots signed by I forgot the date was. I want to say it was like April.
I think it moved up though to January.
Okay. Ballot measure 6.54 million. Yeah, that's what I'll have to look for, is maybe a ballot count. I'll put that on my website, ballot counter, just have it keep going up.
No, you're right. It's April. Yeah, I wonder where we could find that. Is there a ballot counter for real?
There's got to be, especially in our day and age, how everything is. Here's August 14th, proposed ballot. Well, yeah, while we're looking for that, 500,000 by April 26th. Let me see. I don't think I see any other questions. I've got one person viewing on my page. I can look and see if they asked any questions. I don't see anything on the poll. Have you heard? Anything else coming across your desk that people are?
No, it's just a lot of the same stuff over and over. People are seeing huge increases on home, and then they're also seeing huge increases on auto, and it's coming further down the hill. A lot of the foothills now is like Auburn. Good luck finding E&S there for the most of the part, and then it's Fair Plan, and people are pretty familiar with that. And then you're coming down here in Roseville, Rockland area, and it's even worse. So I'm not seeing anything new to discuss at the moment.
Okay. So you've got your markets. I've got my markets. Did you want to go over? Wonder if there's anything on Fair Plan that's new, exciting that we should bring up. How about any of your other carriers that are coming that you're riding with that maybe you see where they should make improvements, whether it be the wildfire hardening or
There's a lot of competition now, not in the home by itself, surrounded by trees, one road area, not in the concrete jungle subdivision, but the carriers, the E&S carriers, are looking for opportunity in subdivisions that not in the subdivision, but at the border of the subdivision. That's where I'm seeing a lot of difference in rate for multiple carriers for homes that are, on the edge of a green space or at the corner and far away, but not necessarily surrounded by trees or on propane or wood burning stove. Are you seeing anything like that in yours, or?
no? I mean, I kind of just feel like the entire area is just with the ENS. I don't know. I tried to run a quote the other day with the ENS with Delos. I'll bring them up again, and they said they were saturated for that was the property. So
On the Lloyd's paper?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was quick.
Yeah. Well, it was a tenanted property, so I don't know if maybe they're moving some of their money from that style of occupancy because they're launching something new in September.
Yep.
And I mean
higher values, right?
Yeah. So I mean, it could be that. I just feel like it's just all over the place with the ENS. There's no real tried and true yet.
And I don't know of an agent that has ENS on a rater, right? Everybody's manually doing this still.
Yeah, there is no rater for them. I mean, maybe Sature. I mean, you could ask them and see if maybe Goosehead has it in a rater or something like that, or another.
I'm curious. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna ask around.
Yeah, because that would be interesting. I don't think that they would because of the different carriers that they're right with. They're so quick that they can. I think because even whenever you go in to write a quote, you can do presets, and that's about it. I mean, there's a few companies that do presets, but I just don't think that they're in the market long enough. That's interesting. That would be interesting.
I'm asking an agent.
Okay.
To see if they respond. I mean, that's where we come in, though, right? We know our markets. We know where to shop.
Yeah.
We shop the breadth of the market sometimes to get coverage. When we look at a house and it's $7,000, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. The premium shouldn't be $7,000, right? So, takes a little longer. It definitely takes longer for those higher value ENS carriers.
Have you written any multitude of pre-1900 home? I mean, I've got a lot of them up in my area, but okay.
Where do you write stuff like that? Fair Plan?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
I think there's only one carrier that I have, Sature, and they'll write the pre-1900s home. But then the valuation changes. It goes to that ACV or that modified replacement cost.
Or like materials or whatever it is instead of what they were originally built for. That makes sense.
Right. Which is nice. I mean, I think just being able to have an option is good. But yeah, the updates, I think still a lot of people aren't aware of. Like I keep talking with clients and they still don't know that Fair Plan offers wind coverage,
Yeah.
And I don't know.
For every quote we send out, it gives that comparison. I think Let me go find it real quick.
Oh, your comparison sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just find
Yeah,
it.
maybe it's just the stigma of fair plan, fire insurance. That's it. That's all that they cover. But yeah, there's multiple perils that are included in that. But I had to go over the policy the other day with someone and tell them because they wanted to confirm about their furs, or not their furs, but their tapestries that they had, like art, basically.
Mhm.
And I was just like, that's not covered. Like, you should schedule that with another company that's going to cover it for all perils, because they just will not do it.
You want to let me in for that one?
Yeah, for sure.
So, oh, wait, that's
Not that one.
How do I do this? Oh, I have to turn on my multiple screens. Give me 1 second. I had unplugged them to be focused and not distracted, and now I need to plug them back in.
If you had to guess, do you feel like we're going to get a few more E&S before we get admitted?
Yes. With the
Yeah.
way the market's going, I would agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Let's try that. There we go. So this is an example quote that we did for property in Granite Bay. And I'm just going to scroll through this pretty quick. But
Yeah, please do.
we go over the fair plan, what it covers, what it is, go over the Aegis DIC or the companion policy and what that covers. We include the replacement cost estimate so that people could see how we're getting to the numbers we're getting to.
Mm-hmm.
So like this is $1,073,073. And then we use that same number with the fair plan. Aegis requires a signed acknowledgement form for the DIC that shows it doesn't cover these because the fair plan is going to cover it. So it says it here, first of all, fire, lightning, external explosion, wind and hail, like you were talking about. So it speaks to that in this acknowledgement. And then we go down to the actual comparison provided by the fair plan. And you can see here, where's wind? Windstorm right here, option.
Yeah.
So, and our agency, I know your agency is the same. We check all three boxes. So you get the extended coverages, which is this, fire and VMM, right? Yeah, VMM.
Mm-hmm.
So extended coverage is windstorm, hail, explosion, riot, aircraft vehicles, and VMM is vandalism or malicious mischief.
Are you on the other policy on Aegis? What are you doing on theft normally?
Let me look.
10. Oh, $5.
$5,000 for theft. That's I think defaulted, right?
It is, yeah.
You can increase it, but
yeah, I usually do 25. I guess that's I like where a good conversation is too. Is like,
yeah,
what did you buy? Like, what are you buying? Or there you got a big bike, bikes, even an e-bike or electric bike. That's 5,000 right there. So,
but a lot of those things need to be scheduled. So this wouldn't apply.
Well, it's peril of theft for property, so depends on what the property is.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's got that sublimit where it's like $1,500 for jewelry or whatever.
Absolutely.
I like that write-up that you do. That's awesome.
I got this from another agent and tailored it a little bit to our agency, but it goes over why it's needed, what the fair plan is, the fact that it's considered secure because of the funding mechanism behind it that's unique, the different coverages. It goes over the formula, so like extended replacement costs. It goes over the standard amount of fair rental value. Just a little more education. A lot of the times we send this out, clients look it over and they want to just confirm that they understand what they're reading.
Right.
And I think this is a pretty comprehensive. I mean, this is a 8-page quote, right? So we've got the summary page, And then we give them options for higher deductibles for lower premium. And then we give them contact information, a little bit about the FAIR plan, the Aegis quote. When Aegis isn't the only carrier, but this is the example I'm using.
Yeah, no, I get
And
you.
then the replacement cost estimate, right? So they can see, did I miss anything? Is it accurate? Is the public data we have for the home accurate? Is there an addition? Or maybe they converted a garage or something. We can account for that for the value. And then we've got that number here. And then again, it reiterates. I mean, this is the third time I think it says it now. So if I go back to the top, I know I'm jumping around really quickly, but it says here what coverages are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one. And then it goes over its, well, not specifically by what peril, but then it goes over it two in the acknowledgement for the carrier for Aegis.
Yeah.
And then it goes over it three in the coverage comparison provided by the FAIR plan. So three different ways explaining what each carrier covers.
And that's huge. I mean, definitely lay it out for them for sure. I think I had to do that for a client. It was a commercial client. They wanted to know, they had a water issue, and they're like, I just wasn't sure which one to go to. It's like you go over that, and then the claim happens, and they're like, who am I filing the claim with? You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
is it FAIR plan? Is it the difference in conditions?
And what I like to point out to people all the time is we see this trend. It's about $1,000 to $1,500 difference going from these deductibles. From the lowest we quote is $2,500 for a FAIR plan, and the highest is the maximum at $20,000. That's about $1,500 deductible or difference, $1,700 difference, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh, I want the $20,000," and then you explain to them that that's any fire. That's kitchen fire, electrical fire, wildfire, and they rethink that a little bit. Some people do, some people don't.
Did you see that carrier that popped on First Connect? Oh, I can't remember if you know either. But they're called Recoup, and their intention is to basically fill the gap where another carrier may not offer you coverage.
So they're buying your deductible, I mean, or
Yeah, your they help you with getting your deductible down. It was like $20 a year, and then it would help you so that way you could have
$20 a year or $20 a month. Because $20 a year, sign me up.
Oh, maybe it was $20 a month. I should probably. I kind of, to be honest, I got out of it because I was like, I'm probably not going to sell this too much, but I wanted to hear about it, and
What
the
was
reason
the
I
name again?
did
Look it up right
What?
now. What was the name again?
Recoup. So yeah, it was basically like disaster insurance. But the reason why I wanted to really, they perked my interest is they had in their own internal form that they wouldn't cover fire, like a house fire.
Oh,
So I wanted to see like how they've obviously gone through this because someone had brought up hail damage too. Like they didn't cover hail, but they'd cover windstorm, and normally wind and hail are combined. So because they're a disaster insurance company, they have actually went in and scheduled out the perils. So it's like house fire is house fire. But if it's a wildfire, then they'll help pick up whatever that is. So I was like, that's kind of nice. Why can't you? They must have like drove it up themselves because they didn't go to ISO for it.
yeah. So I'm on their website. It says $5,000 cash benefit for as low as $11 a month. So their lowest program costs $132 a year.
But it helps you lower your deductible, so you could take the $20,000 deductible, and then for an extra, how much? $120 a year.
Yep.
You could have a lower, what is the standard, 1,000 or 2,500? I forgot.
I don't know.
Okay.
But you told me they don't cover wildfire. So
No. They do cover wildfire, but they don't cover house fire.
oh, okay.
So yeah, they flipped it. So it's basically if you've got a kitchen fire that happens, they're not going to do that because they're only for disasters.
So
And it
that agency we talked about, that large agency we talked about, they do have ENS carriers on their radar. I just got an answer.
Goosehead does.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's probably just like Sage Shore or Heritage or whatever.
Sage Shore, Delos, Heritage, I asked.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, those are like modernized ENS, you know?
I wonder how accurate those rate returns are. Because when I was using a rater before the market turned bad, it was hit and miss. Some carriers, you could count on them to be accurate on those rate indications, and others were far off, you know?
Well, it's probably because of the presets. I mean, if you're going in there and you're making sure that each of those carriers have the standardized presets of.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I asked the question, I said, does your rater have ENS carriers on them? And I listed out some carriers. And you replied back, yes, but they suck. So I guess the result that's being returned isn't very accurate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's with Sage Shore is, man, we've been name dropping like crazy this podcast. Is the whole date of birth thing. You know, if you don't have the date of birth for them or Delos, your rates are going to vary wildly.
Yeah.
So
did we go over that already? I don't think we have. That insurance carriers have their equivalent to a credit profile for everybody. So they use name, date of birth, and prior address to confirm who you are. Mm-hmm. And that credit profile is a factor in some of these carriers and the rates.
Wow.
Did we ever go over that? I don't think we did.
No. I mean, I know that they use that as part of their clue report.
Yeah, because I can pull up a carrier and it'll tell me what their home credit profile looks like.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in a carrier right now. Now I've got all my monitors plugged in, so I'm looking all over the place. Let's see. We'll jump into this quote right here. So yeah, the estimate for this one, this carrier has an insurance range, and it estimates that they're above average profile. Let me see here. I'm going to find insurance score estimate.
While you're looking, I was going through Fair Plan's website. Are you still? I don't want to cut you off if you're still looking at.
I'll just finish this. So this one's got superior, above average, average, below average, and minimal. And where you fall on that rating can affect the premium significantly.
Right.
So I don't know if anybody knows that, but you have all kinds of different profiles for you personally. You've got your credit profile, which everybody pretty much is aware of, but there's different models. There's a home buying one. There's clue report for your driving, right? So, or not just for your driving, but clue reports on your driving record and on your home. So
yeah,
things to be aware of. What were we saying about the Fair Plan?
I was just dabbing around and looking at their member company participation rates. Revisions and how many that they have, and there's 8 pages, and I was just like looking through, and like at the bottom I'm like, oh, Pie Insurance or Lemonade or Spinnaker, like they have like nothing, like 0.00, like hundredths of a percentage.
Well, that's because they don't own anything of a market share, right? So
yeah. But they're going to be called upon. I mean, I guess the risk you take is once you, like Dennis Insurance Company is in here. Like, that's TDIC. I don't know why they're a member company of Fair Plan, but yeah, I mean, I don't even know if they've sent out a like a dividend to these companies as of yet.
Wait, you're saying they're getting dividends? I thought
it
hasn't ever happened.
They used to.
Oh, really? Like,
yeah.
When you say used to, how long ago?
I think I heard like 2019.
Okay, that's interesting. I would think it'd be not as recent.
Sooner. Well, I mean, if it was, it wasn't transparent. I mean, I saw that it was back in 2019, but yeah, I don't know. Could almost ask another colleague on that. She'd probably know.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm looking something up.
Yeah. You know what? Are you a member or have you heard of Home Zada?
No, what's that?
So Home Zada is a company that helps you, like basically giving you that home insurance checklist. Like it's really great for new homeowners, but it's like a digital management system for home management. They have a free trial too, which I had tried, and I was thinking about maybe new homeowners to give it to them, but it's you buy a new house and then you're like, oh well, we need to replace the roof, or we'll have to replace the HVAC system, or we'll have to replace the stairs or something like that. Whatever, like they'll help do that, but they also have that internal inventory checklist or database. So whenever you go around and you're taking photos of your home, you upload it to HomeZada, and then they'll go ahead and keep that in the cloud for you.
That's good stuff. I mean, you can do it with your phone too, but because that goes into the cloud, right? Your photos.
Yeah, it's like your all-in-one stop shop for home, for doing all your home stuff. Home inventory, home maintenance, home projects, even like finances and stuff. You can upload your documents and things. So I've used it before. I mean, it was a great tool. I think it might be more than what a homeowner would want, but I would look at it for options. What'd you find? What are you
So I got this up. It's from cbsnews.com. The article is from June 9th of this year. And in it, it specifically speaks to the FAIR Plan when they last paid dividends. And the last time the plan issued a disbursement was in 2017, right before the historic Tubbs and Thomas fires.
Okay.
At the time, the FAIR Plan was way smaller than it is now. I mean, exponentially smaller than where it was. So you were close, 2019, 2017.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And that's, I mean, just what they said. I said they might have given something out, but it probably was to a smaller amount. What is that?
I don't know. This is the first time I'm seeing this website. Give me 1 second. Let me blow this up. So this is June CBS article. The FAIR Plan sold about 800 million worth of homeowner insurance premiums in 2023, the latest year available. That article is not right because I know we have more data now, but look at where it compares to. It eclipses AmFam, Travelers, AAA, USAA, Allstate, and it's right under Mercury, Liberty Mutual. This is CSAA is AAA, I thought. No. Isn't CSAA AAA as well?
Yeah, it's California
in two different places. So
yeah.
And then of course the largest in the country in the State Farm, and then Farmers behind that. Pretty good graphic though. Coming from NAIC.
Right.
Yeah, that's a quick search. 2017.
I guess that's kind of the other scary thing is people ask questions online and you have no way of knowing if the link is reputable, what the information is, how long ago it was.
Well, that's why I look for the website, right? That's why I pointed out it's from CBS News, because if they're wrong, that's a pretty big deal. It's not a random website out of nowhere. And they're citing sources too. So an hour ago, someone posted on social media and says for Loomis, we own a 2,400 square foot home, half a block from the fire station, paying $2,800 a year for homeowners insurance, no claims. And they just got notice that in October, their exact same coverage is now going up to $8,100. So from $2,800 to $8,100.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
and
scary.
It's such a hot topic in this one group. Let me see how big this group is. There's 36,000 members in this Loomis group. There's
What?
Already,
wait, is that a Facebook group?
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. So there's 33 reactions and 75 comments in an
Dude,
hour. That's how big of a topic.
That's
insurance
insane
is.
because like Placer County in fire insurance group is 1,300. Nevada County, I want to say, how big is our group? We've got a little bit bigger.
Yeah, this one is
3,000.
Let's see the about. Yeah, they have 36 posts a day average, 1,200 posts in the last month, 36,500 total members, and it was created 11 years ago.
What is it? Just Loomis Community or what?
Loomis Community Post.
Huh?
All this is public information.
Oh yeah, 36,000. Holy cow! Yeah. Okay, so what are they? What was some of the stuff they said to do?
I'm scrolling through the comments right now. This one says ours increased 110%. Sadly, it's the norm. We're in the town of Loomis. And this statement is so true. It says they are just running zip codes now and saying we're high fire risk. Every carrier I know, with a small exception of a few E&S ones where the underwriter have discretions, there's an overlay. And if it falls in that overlay, they're going to rate it to that, you know?
Man, this is the group too. There's so many insurance agents just popping on. It's crazy.
Yeah, I see some very solid insurance agencies already in here commenting. Then there's people naming the flare plan.
I like how someone added the ChatGPT response. Oh man, that's awesome. No one liked it though.
Well,
well, we're getting kind of towards the end. I don't see anyone else asking questions, comments, concerns.
we can call it a little early. Did we announce that we're doing next week at 5 o'clock instead of 2?
No, you just did.
It's on my list to talk about today. So, yeah,
okay.
House calls.
What else was on your list?
I closed it. I was just looking at my calendar. I got to go get people to come on board and talk with us here. So,
yeah, I just chatted with another agent. I think we're going to get her to come on next week.
Cool. And she was the one that subbed for me. So,
no, not that. Another
agent.
one.
Oh, wow. You've been busy. Okay. Cool. You want to end the stream?
So you said what, 5 o'clock next week?
Thursday at 5 o'clock next week.
Cool. I like it.